This is one of my favorite seasons of the year for sync licensing, because around this time, a lot of sports stuff. So like February, March, definitely a fun, exciting, fast-paced cycle in sync. And it's been like one of the times where I've seen the quickest turnarounds from submission to actual placement, in terms of, working with publishers and things like that. So it's exciting. We got March Madness happening, and I always try and submit something for March Madness because it just kind of has this effect of creating a bunch of music, sending it, that music getting used as soon as possible, and that music trickling over into other pieces of content. Like I've had music I've submitted for March Madness end up on a variety of reality shows, as well as the following seasons of March Madness and other different types of sports as well. So it's pretty cool. In fact, I think the last like a couple years ago, I submitted to some March Madness stuff. Definitely like the quickest turnaround. I think I submitted by Wednesday, or I submitted like maybe at the beginning of the week. The publisher hit me back for some edits. I made the edits. I think I submitted those by Wednesday. By Sunday, we had a placement, and then that track actually ended up continuously getting placed throughout March Madness. I think it got placed the following year, and then it ended up on like CBS, and then that one placement paid like over $300 and something just from like one use in royalties. And then that whole thing, like literally total time spent was, I don't know, maybe a few hours. And then if you count into maybe the extra 30 minutes that went into kind of editing what they wanted to edit, and that CBS placement, I think they ended up using like 3.5 minutes. So that bumped the royalties up a lot. By the way, March Madness, I'm throwing a contest inside of my Sync Producer Hub community, and it's gonna be dope because basically we have like our own group, and then you can enter your bracket into that group for the March Madness tournament, and then whoever's bracket has the most points by the end of the tournament wins a collab with me, and we're going to collab on some music for sync placements. Last time we did the college football bracket, and then the winner of that ended up we collabed on 3 tracks that we actually submitted for March Madness. So I don't know, we may see some March Madness placements from those, we'll see. But we ended up pitching them, and they ended up getting signed by a publisher. So we knocked those out, and then the collab before that, I think that producer ended up getting placements on like Love Is Blind, Tyler Perry's Sisters. So he got like his first placements just from those collabs. So if you want a chance to collaborate with me, comment the word madness, and then I'll shoot you the details on how to get started with that. It's gonna be fun, man. But you got to move fast, because we're gonna shut it down Sunday, March 16th. It's the 14th now. Hopefully I get this video up today. But anyways, comment the word comment the word madness, and then I'll send you details on that. But I just love this whole season, because I feel like sports is one of those styles of music, or not sport, like you can do different genres within sports, but I feel like sports is one of those themes that you cannot go wrong with in sync, because it's used like all year round, no matter the sport. Like if you have a song, it's talking about winning, it's talking about being a champion, it's talking about being on top, competition, any of that stuff, and you keep it open and broad, there will always be an opportunity for that stuff. And the dope thing about a good song is you can always update the production. So say if your production sounds dated, 5 years from now, but you have a solid song where the lyrics still work, you just reproduce new music to it, and then boom, release that, put that out there. But the key to writing for sports is just like keeping it broad, not making it super obvious that you're talking about basketball or football or soccer or baseball, but just keeping it broad and just sports in general, not mentioning specific names and brands and things like that. That stuff works well. So I think, this is one of those time of the years where you can get some quick wins. I think, I think in terms of turnaround, March Madness moves really fast. Like, we get the briefs and then it's just like, yo, you got to go for it, because it ends so quick, because they're trying to, have everything they need. They go through a lot of music. Another thing I like about March Madness specifically is they use long stretches of music, not just like, 15 seconds here. Like, they use minutes worth of music, especially during like the selection show, man, because it's a lot of talking and they need music, man, to fill up that space. So it's a great opportunity, especially if you're a producer, to get some instrumentals in there. You can get some full songs in there, and you just have this stretch of opportunities during each of these games. There are a lot of games being played, and it's just a lot of opportunities, man, to just snatch up some placements real quick. And then, like I mentioned before, you have that opportunity for that music to end up in other things, because the way it works in sync, like if you're working with a publisher and you're sending them music for a specific brief, that doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to pitch that for other briefs that music may work for. Excuse me. So, what that may look like is this. I get an email from a publisher. Publisher's like, hey, we're looking for tracks within these styles, within these genres for March Madness. So you're like, okay, I cook up these tracks, I submit them. Yes, they're going to submit them to the networks for March Madness, but then they're also going to submit them to, let's say, Fox Sports when NFL season comes back around, or they're going to submit them to All American, a show that's centered around sports. So they're going to submit it to any opportunity where it just makes sense. So anytime I sit down to create music for Sync, I never feel like I'm wasting time, because I'm just like, yo, even if this music doesn't end up getting placed during March Madness, right? That music can still be pitched to other opportunities. And I know I just created something that can continue to be used over and over and over again in a variety of different situations, and it's just adding to the catalog. So now you get to the point, if you do this every year, which is like, yo, even if you only submit like three to 5 tracks for March Madness every year, like, you're stacking up that catalog of music that can be used, and then that stuff will just continue to be pulled and pitched and stuff by clients and by publishers, and then you just keep stacking wins. So if you want to get some wins quick, I highly recommend learning how to get your music placed in TV and film. If you don't know how to do that, and you want a free guide to walk you through the steps to do that, just click the link in the description, download my free Sync Producer Quick Start Guide. That'll walk you through it. And then if you want a chance to collaborate with me and then be inside a community of producers who are actively getting placements and producers who are on this journey together, just comment the word Madness. I'll shoot you the details so you can get entered into that. And yeah, let's go, man. Let's grab some placements. It's probably too late for you to get in on March Madness now, because I know a lot of those briefs shut down. But you still need to get this information so you can be prepped for the next opportunity, the next cycle that comes around. And that's what this is about. All right. So hopefully this was helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.